I do that because why not? Please don't end. Oh man, I won't. Yes, because you said please, man. Thank you so much, Beast Mode. The following morning.
Time's wasting, Mr. Miles.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We're nearly done, you know.
And then what?
You'll see. Maybe they'll even let you watch when it begins. It's not as terrible as you think.
Look, I know you're not gonna let me leave. So why not tell me what's going on? Humor me.
I'm not an idiot, Mr. Miles. I think you've already learned quite a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
All right, let me ask you something else then.
Yes?
Some of the stuff I'm seeing in the Animus, sometimes it seems wrong. Untrue, like the history is off somehow. It doesn't...
It doesn't what, Mr. Miles? Match up with what you read on an online encyclopedia? What your high school history teacher taught you? Let me ask you something. Do these supposed experts have access to secret knowledge kept hidden from the rest of us?
There are books, letters, documents, all sorts of source material from back then. Some of it seems to contradict what the Animus is showing me.
Anyone can write a book, and they can put whatever they want on its pages. Anything. Used to be, we thought the world was flat.
Some people still do.
Yes, and they publish books about it. Or that the moon landing was a hoax. I believe there's also a book claims the world was created in 7 days. A bestseller, too.
The
Where's
best.
this going, Doc?
The point, I suppose, is that you shouldn't trust everything you hear, everything you read. What's that your ancestors said? Nothing is true?
Everything is permitted.
Yes, exactly. It's part of what makes the Animus so spectacular. There's no room for misinterpretation.
There's always room.
Touché, Mr. Miles. Now that I've answered your question, can we begin?
For sure, man. Hey, Lucy. Just gonna get right on here. Look how far we are, guys. We are so close to getting to the memory we need to go. Continue to the latest memory. You love Assassin's Creed. I love Assassin's Creed, man.
Gather information about your
It's pretty fun.
surroundings.
Did you just like the first one, or do you have a specific favorite one? Because I've played this one. I skipped the second and all of
We
Eight
have
Seals
much to discuss.
games.
We are close, Altair. Robert de Sable is now all that stands between us and victory. It is his mouth gives the orders. His hand pays the gold. With him
Sorry,
dies
continue.
the knowledge of the Templar treasure and any threat it might pose.
I still don't understand how a simple bit of treasure could cause so much chaos.
The peace of Eden is temptation given form. Mid unto unseat thing can not a dangerous weapon to be destroyed. Tool would help him realize his life's ambition.
He dreamed of power then.
Yes and no. He dreamed, still dreams, like us, of peace.
But this is a man who sought to see the Holy Land consumed by war.
No, Altair. How can you not see when you're the one that opened my eyes to this?
What do you mean?
What do he and his followers want? A world in which all men are united. I do not despise his goal. I share it. But I take issue with the means. Peace is something to be learned, to be understood, to be embraced.
He would force it.
And rob us of our free will in the process.
Strange to think of him in this way.
Never harbor hate for your victims, Altair.
I agree,
Such
Altair
thoughts
is
are
pretty
poison
amazing.
and will cloud your judgment.
Could he not be convinced then to end his mad quest?
I spoke to him in my way, through you. What was each killing if not a message? But he has chosen to ignore us.
Then there's only one thing left to do.
Jerusalem is where you faced him first. It's where you'll find him now. Let this final offering lend you strength. Go, Altair. It's time to finish this.
Alrighty. So look how he has the piece of Eden right there. DNA synchronization augmented. What do we get? What do we get? What's the last time we get? Extra throwing knives. Alright, so we got more throwing knives now. Swords, expertise, damage. So we can do more damage now. Sweet. I knew I could get more throwing knives in this. Pretty cool. The good thing about this is that I don't have to freaking practice anything. Look at that. Ooh. Kind of rough, yeah. The ending is kind of rough, but I mean, Altair, to me, he's still one of the best assassins out there. I didn't get to play as Ezio because at the time, I couldn't afford Assassin's Creed 2 or the rest of its games. But I did at some point buy Assassin's Creed 3 and 4, which they're still pretty fun. But yeah, I'll have to. I still don't own Assassin's Creed 2. I'm gonna have to do that. I know there's an Ezio collection for the Xbox One. That's what I'm gonna do as soon as I get my next paycheck. But that's later in the future. Oh, I was gonna say, oh, I missed her. Alright, Stallion, here we go. Sometimes it's hard to control Stallion. Although, even though I never played Assassin's Creed 2, I did see like Let's Plays of it, so I'm kind of familiar with what he's been up to. Like, I knew at some point they would have to do like a crossover between Ezio and Altair in some way, which I'm kind of glad Revelations did that. I feel like Altair was really not given the spotlight that he deserved.
When you're out of knives, stop.
Yeah, he is friends with Leonardo da Vinci.
Or by pickpocketing thugs.
He was doing more than just painting. He was actually giving Ezio his hidden blade, right? Scaring him half to death when he said he had to lose a finger. Alright. Alright. Slow down. Okay, cool, we're good. Okay, so the first time I went to Jerusalem, my game froze, so hopefully it hasn't frozen yet. So let's hope it doesn't do that this time. That part is great. Yeah. When I first played this game, I never noticed that, and then like way down in the future, I started reading about that, and I'm like, wait, Altair never had his finger. And then I saw like I took a closer look at his artwork, at his hand. Yeah, he does not have he has 4 fingers in total. It's insane. Which one is it? Is it the ring finger or the index finger? I can't remember which one it was that he had to lose. Oh, yeah, Altair. That's a great bar of corn right there. Ring finger? Okay, yeah, makes sense. When is it in Assassin's Creed 2 where they introduced? Because I wish Altair could have that right now. Oh, gee, thanks, Altair. Alrighty. Altair's all over the place.
Safety and peace, Altair.
Upon you as well, brother.
Seems fate has a funny way with things.
So it's true then. Robert de Sable is in Jerusalem.
I've seen the Knights myself.
Only
It can
misfortune
be.
follows that man. If he's here, it's because he intends ill. I won't give him the chance to act.
Do not let vengeance cloud your thoughts, brother. We both know no good can come of that.
I have not forgotten. You have nothing
There have been
to
times
fear.
like I think I can
Do
make a
not seek
jump and
revenge,
then
but knowledge.
Surely you
Altair
are not
goes
the
for it
man
and he
I
just
once knew.
falls down.
My work has taught me many things.
Like, get
revealed
great,
secrets
Altair.
to me. But there are still pieces.
Thanks for the
of
follow,
puzzle
Beast
that
Mode. I
cannot
do
be
greatly appreciate it,
What do
man.
you mean?
All the men I've laid to rest have worked together, united by this man. Robert has designs upon the land. This much I know for certain. But how and why, when and where, these things remain out of reach.
Crusaders and Saracens working together?
They are none of these things, but something else. Templars.
The Templars are a part of the Crusader army.
Or so they'd like King Richard to believe. No, their only allegiance is to Robert de Sable and some mad idea that they will stop the war.
You spin a strange tale.
You have no idea, Malik. But tell me where they've been seen. I should be after him before he slips away.
3 places I can say for certain. West of here, near both a guard tower and a hospital. And to the southwest, at the Church of
Yeah.
the Holy Sepulchre. See what you can
Who
learn.
knew Leonardo was
I
such a
will do the
comedian,
same.
right?
I'll be quick as I can.
Stay safe, my friend.
And fucking Ezio was like ready for it. He's like, okay, just get it over with. Friggin' Leonardo's like, ah, just kidding. You can keep your finger. It's been modified for centuries. Alright, so the last place I get to go here, it is to the west. So I'm going the right way, I believe. Okay, viewpoint, viewpoint. Gotta look for a viewpoint. Found one.
You are not allowed to be here. Leave.
I just love doing that. They're like telling me, "You're not get down from here," and then it's like stab. No missions though. Oops, sorry, lady. Let's. This is the closest one. Let's go to this one. There's a ladder here. Sweet.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
You're calling a peasant. Peasant. Put away the dagger. Dang it. Put it.
I know you're
There
here
we go.
somewhere.
Wait a Ooh, pickpocket mission. Where's that? Over there, okay. I found one without even trying. I hate guards right now.
Bring that to your master, then. It contains everything you asked for.
Your assistance in this most delicate of matters is greatly appreciated.
It is my job to keep the peace.
And keep it you will. You'll have no trouble from us.
It's not you and yours that concern me, but the citizens. You picked a strange time to visit our city.
We've simply come to pay our respects.
And stir up trouble for it.
It's not my fault your people can't tell enemy from friend.
Look, you've got what you came for. I think it's best you were on your way.